Hi, I'm State Representative Tom Mehaffie. I represent the 106th District in Dauphin County, and I'm here today at Milton Hershey School with Rachel at their project market. So I'm really excited to be here. Thank you for inviting us.
Well, thank you for stopping by today. We appreciated your visit at Farm Show, and so thank you for thinking of us again and stopping by to see our project market being open.
Oh, absolutely. This is great. I walked in, it's wonderful. It's nice and new. It looks, you sell ice cream, flowers, and produce. Tell me a little bit how this started, or what you guys are doing right now.
Sure. So the roots of Project Market really run deep within the school's history. It started out basically as a way to sell our produce from our fields and our orchards that our students work in, and it's kind of evolved over time. So this is our second year in our facility here, which is why it is still so nice and new. But now not only do we sell our produce here, but this is also really an avenue for student-based products and based projects for them to sell to the public, learn about the whole business ideal, and have that chance to actually run a student-run business. So ideally we want our classes and our academic programming to funnel students into here that have an entrepreneurial spirit or have an idea for some sort of product that they want to create, and then we can mentor them to the place where they can actually then sell it.
So everything sold in here is basically right here. It's either grown here or picked here. So you have beautiful orchards I can see out the back here and fields, which is wonderful. So everything you have here for sale is made right here?
Yep, everything is made here, as well as it's student involved, whether it's from going out and actually sowing the seeds to harvesting the fruits and vegetables to helping milk the goats to make the goat milk soap. So everything in here is really student run and student based.
Oh, that's great. I see you have little honeycombs here, but we don't have the honey yet, right?
Right, yes. We do have a couple of hives on campus that the students do learn how to keep track of bees and maintain the hives as well, and then how to process that honey and then package it as well. And so we do sell honey as well, but that's a really hot commodity. So
yeah, great, great. So you have some of your students here. If you've got a minute to talk to them, that would be wonderful.
Of course, we've got some of our students here. We've got Maggie, we've got Will, and we've got Michael. And they are all Project Market interns who are working here this summer to learn more about the plants that they're harvesting in the field, and then learn some customer service by working behind the register and helping out the local community when they come in to shop.
Oh, wonderful. So how'd you guys get involved?
Well, for me, it's kind of within my family. My sister worked here last year, and she said it was a great opportunity to meet some new people and just learn a lot about the business part of it. So I thought that it was a great experience, and I decided to apply. What's your favorite part of being here? Like, what have you not so much learned, but I mean, what's your favorite thing to do here? Probably just the experiences I do gain. Like working behind the cash register is really helpful, just because later on in life I want to learn more about what I like and dislike about a job and working experience. It's just really helpful to get to know yourself and what you enjoy doing. Great, that's wonderful. So do you help make the soap? I do not, no. You do not? Okay, no. All right. So that's made from goat milk, correct? That's correct. And what brought you into this business? What do you like about the project market?
Well, this is my first job experience, and so that's why I first came into here. Had a couple friends coming, so I thought I could build more relationships with people I'm with and the adults here too. Like over the last year, it's been awesome having them with me, just knowing them more, and so yeah.
So this is your first year here?
It's my second year.
Oh, second year here? Okay. We look forward to, do you get to clean the vegetables? And
yeah, we clean everything in here.
Okay, so you do a little bit more than just run register.
Yeah, more than that, yeah.
Well, that's good. So, Michael, you want to fill us in? We're going to give you a little bit of...
What brought me here is actually him, and also this is my first job experience, so I just wanted to, of course, get a first job experience with MHS to better expand for the future, and also just just have fun with a job.
Okay. Well, that's good. Well, it's always a pleasure to be here. It's always nice meeting the kids. I'm glad it's a great learning experience for them. So if you want to, we can go through the rest. Talk a little bit about the ice cream, though, before we leave. You do make that on site?
We do. We have a separate facility called the Spartan Ice Cream Center, located more centrally on campus. And again, part of our summer internship program that the students have to apply for. But the students actually do make the different flavors of ice cream on campus. We currently have about 32 different flavors that we produce. And any given day, we will dip about 8 flavors of ice cream. So if you go to the Spartan Ice Cream Center, you can get a hand-dipped cone, as well as we sell half gallons. And in the project market, we will be selling those half gallons as well as pre-made single-serve cups, so that hopefully we can keep the Spartan Ice Cream Center open year-round, or at least have that ice cream going year-round. It might not be all 32 flavors, but we could also do some seasonal flavors, highlighting some of the produce from our fields.
Do you guys eat a lot of ice cream when you're here? Okay.
So one of the flavors in there right now is the pumpkin, and that's actually made with the pumpkins that were grown last fall here at the school. We currently also have a peach ice cream and a blueberry ice cream over at the Spartan Ice Cream Center, made with both peaches and blueberries from the school as well. So we do try to highlight all of our agricultural products and get the students involved in everything.
So you have dairy and non-dairy. The non-dairy, you told me, is made out of
Coconuts.
Coconuts.
Yes, yeah, we did introduce a non-dairy line this year. That is a coconut vegan-based line for those people who can't handle dairy, and so that we can expand our market and give more options.
Okay, let's go through the rest of the building.
All right, so Representative, we wanted to take you back to our greenhouses to show you some of the areas of our plant production. But before we got there, I wanted to show you one of our unique spaces here that we do have at the Horticultural Center, where the students have an opportunity to participate in lots of different activities. This in particular is our floral design room, where the students actually have a chance to harvest flowers that we grow outside in the field, or we can order in flowers depending on the time of the year, and they can create unique custom-made floral designs. We do also provide some wreaths and bouquets for up at the Hershey Cemetery for Mr. and Mrs. Hershey on their birthday and during Founders Week and things like that. So to let them know that, you know, we appreciate everything that they did for us.
Do you do weddings here also?
We do custom orders for weddings. Actually, the students here were able to do the centerpieces at my wedding. It was a way that I could kind of give back to the students and incorporate them into it, since they do mean a lot to me.
That's really nice.
Yep.
That's
So-
really a great opportunity for them.
Yep. And obviously during different times of the year, the students work on different types of designs. They do some custom orders for Christmas. They've made some wreaths, as well as what we call kissing balls, which are evergreen balls basically. They also do candy grams around Halloween. They do some special Valentine roses, Mother's Day specials, things like that as well.
Okay, where are we headed next?
So why don't we go back to the greenhouses and we can start at our hydroponic facility.
Okay. Okay, Rachel, we're in the newest part of the project market. You want to tell us a little bit about what we have here and what's going on?
Sure. So as part of the Horticultural Center, we do have 3 fully functioning greenhouses. This greenhouse here has recently been converted into our hydroponics area. This is a new endeavor for us so that we can continue to do year-round growing and make sure that we have produce and different products in the project market for year-round consumption. So we started recently to do this. We got all of our equipment in about April or so, and then we went to start production. So over here we have some NFT tables. Basically, these are different species and varieties of lettuce that grow based off of all the nutrients in water. So there is no soil involved with this. It's all based off of the nutrients that we can add into the water and then have it grow and proliferate that way. And then,
So you don't start as a seed here, but you'd have to start as a plant and seed in these next boxes.
actually, no. The seeds get put right into this one. This is fully operational from seed to harvest, and depending on the variety of lettuce we have depends on when we harvest it. Over here are a different version of our NFT tables. This is what we call a microgreen setup, and so these are greens that are only going to be, yay big. They're not going to get fully on big like the lettuce in the other table here, but we just sprinkle the seeds on top of our, filling over here, and that's what they grow on. And again, it's just based off of the nutrients that we provide for them through the water, and it takes about 10 days for them to go from seed to sprout basically, and then at that point we can harvest them and then include them as kind of that decorations on some fancy meals, or we can make a creative salad with it, different things like that.
And that's quick.
Yeah, it is very
10
quick.
days, yeah.
And then on our side over here is we have what would be called a Dutch bucket system. For some cherry tomatoes, and then we also have cucumbers growing on the other side. So we do have individual pots for each plant. They have different ways to grow and to climb, since both tomatoes and cucumber plants do like to do that. So we do have to have some system up so they can continue to grow and produce fruit for us.
Now, do you have to water these individually, or are they off a sprinkler system? Because as we know here, it's all water. This is root base. So
Right. At the moment, we do have to water these guys, but the idea is to get them up onto their own drip irrigation system so that they can be fully automated and fully, hydroponic, basically.
very nice, very nice. Okay,
So we're going to move on to our next facility. We're going to walk through the propagation room and get into our teaching house so that we can see another area of our greenhouse.
over here you have cucumbers growing?
Yes.
Okay.
Over here are cucumbers, which you can find in the project market.
Very nice.
So as we walk through our propagation house to get to our teaching house, we wanted to show you some of the areas where we start with seed, let the plants start growing before we can transplant them, and then either pot them up or bring them out into the fields and then harvest them once it's time to harvest.
What's going on over here?
We have some air plants over here. So these are plants that do not need soil at all. They are just completely in the air, and their root system as well. We just have to sprinkle them with water every day. So this is our teaching house. We are able to show the students a lot of different diversity here by allowing them to have a lot of variety of plants that require different habitats and different types of ecosystems that they live in. We have a lot of tropical plants in here. For instance, we do have a papaya plant right here that is actually developing some fruit, which is kind of unique because it's Pennsylvania, and papayas obviously don't normally grow in Pennsylvania.
No, they do not.
But it allows the students an opportunity to get to see some unique plants that they might not usually get to see some different types and patterns of growth that aren't usually seen outside in Pennsylvania, and be able to monitor them, learn how to measure them, and learn about different plant life systems as well.
I see you have a coffee plant over here.
We do. We have actually 3 coffee plants that have actually reached maturity and are starting to grow some fruit that hopefully we can harvest and actually have some coffee beans from Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Well, that'd be exciting.
It will be. We've never done that before, so we'll see what happens.
We're ready to wrap up our tour, but we ran into a couple more students. I thought we'd sit and talk to them and see what they're doing. So what are they doing?
Sure. We do have some of our project market interns here, and they are potting up some of our seedlings that are ready to move into the next stage of growth, basically, and get into one of their pots that we can then sell as houseplants.
Oh, wow. So what are you doing?
I'm transplanting this so that it can go into the greenhouse, and then we'll water it, and then we'll sell it.
And everything here, none of this is this all out of the hydroponic area then? Or where does this originate?
So these are all based off of cuttings from some of our stock plants here. These aren't hydroponic, but they are some of our succulent plants. And so they are all grown from the stocks that we have here at the greenhouse.
Is everybody here enjoying their work?
Yes.
You having a good time? Okay. What got you interested in this?
Well, I wanted to have some job experience that I could put on further resumes, and it could also give me the experience needed to have my own business and to know, like, the check-in, check-out, just the daily things of having an actual job.
Well, I'm in retail business, so you're headed in the right direction. I can tell you that right now. That's great. It's great. You want to get that experience. It
Thank
really
you.
is. So a little bit about Project Market. Tell me a little bit, where are you located? How can we find you? What's the easiest way to find you? And I saw coming in the door, you're on Facebook.
Yes,
so
we
that's
are.
good. And a little bit about your hours.
Sure. So the physical location for Project Market is 260 Ivanhoe Lane, Hershey, Pennsylvania. We are located at the Horticultural Center at the Milton Hershey School campus. And you can find us on Facebook. If you just search MHS Project Market, it'll come right up with our hours, what's for sale, as well as what flavors of ice cream are being dipped at the ice cream center too.
That's very important.
Yes, it is.
What kind of ice cream is out there?
So our hours for the summer are Monday through Friday, 12 to 4. There might be a Saturday here or there, but just keep post on that Facebook page, and that'll keep you up to date.
When does majority of your product, like when you're harvesting, is that mid-August or late July?
So we are moving into our prime harvest season right now. We're still a little in the early season. Normally, once our sweet corn comes in, that's really when we start to have a lot of produce in the market. Sweet corn this year, normally we try to have it around July 4th weekend. With how wet the spring was, we got a little bit late in the planting, so we won't have it until closer to the end of July. So yeah, end of July will really be hitting the stride for all the produce coming in. And then in the fall, we do also have all the fall harvest, so the pumpkins, the gourds, corn stalks, things like that, so you can do all your fall decorations as well.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Rachel, for hosting this today. It's always great to come out and see the kids and support the school. You know, it's such an important investment here in the district. So I'd just like to thank everybody for all your attention and spending some time with me today. And I look forward to our next Tom's Tours. Thank you so much.